What's up, everyone? Welcome to a brand new Talk Tales episode. This one is one of the best. This is the best episode yet. It's with my good friends Vedant and Om. Most of you watching probably don't know them, so it'll be good for you to get yourself introduced to them as well. Throughout this, we talk about many things regarding mental toughness, the mind, achieving your goals, all of that. It's everything. There's everything in this podcast that I've done with these guys. If you're listening to my voice right now, you have to watch the entire video. You just have to watch the entire thing. If you unfortunately don't want to watch the whole thing, I have timestamps in the description. You can watch certain parts of the video which have you interested. Also, Om could not have his video on because of some reasons, so it's just me and Vedant with the face cam on. Finally, before I let you watch the thing, if you want to be on this show, if you want to be on a Talk Tales episode, email me or message me anywhere. Wherever you are, just contact me. Feel free to contact me anywhere. We can talk about anything. I have people who want to talk about dinosaurs. I have people who want to talk about uh, entrepreneurship. I have people talk about all these kind of different things. So any topic that I know everyone has an interest. Everyone has an interest, or everyone has something that they want to talk about to someone else, and I'm here for that. This is not just a entertainment platform. We are here to have fun and get something out of it. All right, so feel free to email me and I'll leave you to it. Enjoy.
Hi,
How
Shrey.
are you doing?
Yeah, just guys, just introduce us to everyone, you guys to
Yeah,
everyone, because most of the people watching don't know you guys.
yeah. So, hi, my name is Vedant Dalia. I'm currently in 12th. And like Shrey, even I have a small YouTube channel, though I'm not active in a lot nowadays. And I'm preparing for JEE. And I would like to mention that I'll actually tell how I met Shrey, first of all. So, I guess Shrey and me had one person in common, that was Milind Mehta. And one day I just, like, even he was my mentor. So one day I just went up to him and he was telling about this guy. I was like, who's Shrey? And then he's like, oh, Shrey is this person, he interviews these people and all. So I was fascinated because usually someone
Vedant, before, turn your
yeah,
camera on,
yeah.
because we won't get you. Yeah.
So usually, like, a person at this age interviewing the top-notch COXO level people. So it was really, a delight to meet Shrey. Then when I met him, so we had one person, like one YouTuber whom we used to follow, a common. So then we used to discuss about him, and then gradually I got to know about his interest. He got to know about my interest, and then we started to be in touch from then.
Actually, we don't even know each other well. We've like spent
Yeah,
5 minutes in real life together.
yeah.
What about you, Om?
So, my name is Bahirat. I'm in 12th,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm opted for commerce because I don't like science. So then,
Okay.
yeah. And I met Shrey during the David Goggins 4x4x4 challenge,
Mhm.
which I tried. I completed till 6th leg,
Wow.
but then eventually, due to some reasons, I have to give up on it.
Awesome. Like, but how did you find my? How did you find me? Like, I just gave in your suggestions or something, no?
Yeah, yeah, you just came into my suggestions.
Yeah.
And then
Man.
I saw your video, and then I
Okay, I
started.
think I recall once Shrey mentioned you in a story, I guess.
Yeah, I
About
did.
the
I
David
did.
Goggins.
And we were both doing
That
it. We
was,
were hyping each other up. Like, come on, we got this. You got this. You got
yeah.
this. It was, yeah. So we helped each
Well,
other
that
throughout the challenge.
kudos to you guys, because that challenge required like too much of dedication. Huh?
Yeah. And I like as you probably know, like like during the halfway, like I went to the doctor. Doctor told me to stop, like because he
Uh-huh.
like checked my abdomen and he said it's too tight. Your muscles are too like tight together, and it could get serious. So then, but I'm like, I actually like start. I was almost about to cry there. कि यार hurt यार, I won't be able to do this. But I'm like, भाड़ में गया doctor, we're walking. All right. So now, like the first thing I want to ask you guys is like, have you? You're obviously we are all in our own little self-improvement journeys, but do you guys have uh, a good before and after? Like maybe 2 years ago or even 6 months ago, you were this kind of person, and now you're this kind of person. Have you had your journey yourself? Have you had that kind of journey yourself, Vedant?
Okay, so first of all, in a simple answer, yes. So I would like to build up on it. So in 2018, when I was in my ninth standard, I came across one spiritual course, and that was told to me by one of my brothers. Even he had done that course, though he did that in the age of 35, 36, but I did it pretty early. I was one of the most earliest person to do it. So in that course, I got to learn about a few concepts like vision boarding, second meditation, which I had never tried before, and third, I got to know about visualization, power of visualization. So the best effect of this course was that before 9th, 8th, I used to curse a lot. I used to like that time I learned a lot of many cursing words, and I used to curse a lot. Had very bad temper. I used to like ऐसे टपली मार के किसी को भी जाता था उस time. But then after that course, no, certain things started to build up in my mind. Like I became more calm. I became more composed. Like you could say that 1% I don't like 1% I curse now. That also when I'm very angry, very angry. I don't get easily angry nowadays. And also because of that, I've started to think a lot in my mind in a good way. And the overall change in my attitude, in my behavior was drastic because of that one spiritual course. So yes, before I was very angry, that typical teenager, mood swings and becoming angry at smallest things, abusing and all. But then after that, I became very calm, composed, like to meditate, think more on improving myself, and it was really good. So I think I would like to say that meditation has done wonders.
And can you like how much do you meditate every day, and how
So
what exactly do you
usually,
do?
yeah. So before when I started, they used to tell like meditate thrice a day, but that's not like achievable. That's not practical because meditating for like 45 minutes a day, I don't want to turn into a saint. I mean, it's not bad,
Yeah,
but
but it's not
it's
practical.
not practical meditating for 45 minutes, and especially at this age where meditation actually would be a concept that many would not even know. So I meditate like once a day for 10 to 15 minutes, usually in the morning.
And what does that consist of? You just focus on your breathing. Like what do you do?
I said like first of all I play a flute type of tune or some nature tunes for 10 to 15 minutes. I just sit there for 10 minutes idle. I don't think about anything, and if any thoughts come, I don't think upon it. I just let them pass. And for the last 5 to 10 minutes, your last 5 minutes, there's one of these concepts of visualization where you visualize your whole day, how you want a perfect day to go. For example, if I have this podcast at 5 and I've pre-planned my schedule, so when I get up and I meditate after 5 minutes, like for that 5 minutes, I just think like if my this podcast goes the way goes the way I want to, if my study schedule goes amazing, if I'm able to focus completely for that 3 hours, so like the perfect day which I would like to have. So I do that during that time, and for the last 2 to 3 minutes, I try to do a gratitude type of exercise, like where I thank everyone in the last 24 hours who have helped me in some way or the other.
Wow, this is something that I've been trying to do. Like, I try to put meditation. I tried like for the past 2 weeks I've been doing, and scattered throughout the past year, but never been conscious because I didn't like actually know like what to do. Like, बैठूं पर क्या करूं? That was, and like I'll try this. I wrote down what you said about visualization, gratitude, and you know, doing all of that. Okay, and the nature tune that you said, like play a forest ka background noise or something like that. That's awesome. And Om, what about you? Like, have you had a self-improvement
Yeah,
journey of yourself?
I had a pretty good before and past, I guess. I was addicted to mobile games, so as most of the teenagers are right now.
Yep.
Specifically to mention, I was addicted to PUBG. I used to play like 6 to 8 hours a day. So in 2018, I was living with my uncle and aunt. We lived in joint family. So I completed my eighth, and then we shifted due to some issues. And then my dad shifted to Mumbai due to some work issues. And then I started playing games like anything because no one was there to scold me. And then I played for like, I used to play for 8 to 9 hours every day. I didn't used to study other work. I didn't used to work out or anything. Just play, eat, sleep, repeat. And then I was about to fail my ninth, and that time it hit me very hard that I was like, I gave up on everything. Mm. But then in 10th, I reduced the time, but I didn't completely give up on playing games and all. And then I passed my 10th, and then this corona thing happened. And in the mid of October 2020, I started reading books because I didn't have a cell phone or a laptop because my father took it away due to some issues. And yeah, I started working out, getting up early, getting to bed early, eating healthy food, maintaining my diet and all.
So, do you think, wait, so firstly, I can relate to you big time because even I was a gaming addict. Even I used to play like as much as I can. Like, कुछ करने को नहीं. This is, by the way, in my 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade. As soon as whenever I have nothing to do, just pick up the controller, चालू कर दो.
Start playing.
It's like that only. And of course, like that caused a lot of fights also at the house because obviously I'm तो होगा ही with any video game addiction. Like many people watching this probably are in this phase, like where they sit around, do nothing, and just play games. And somehow games is worse than watching YouTube all day. Can you relate?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is exact same thing. Then what happened? What happened? Yeah. So like you also, I wasn't able to quit fully. I just reduced the time, and then I reduced the time, and then slowly started to exercise, wake up early, do all of these things. And then around 7 months pehle I sold my PS4 and deleted everything. So I haven't actually gamed in like several months now. And I gamed in the middle like 6 days. That was it. The time passed.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
explained that.
Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't fun. So yeah. And what book did you first read?
I started with Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Nice. That was my first book as well.
That was one available. So I started reading. Yeah.
And Vedant, do you read books often? Yeah, I know you do read.
I'm trying to be more consistent in reading. So I came across one of these techniques of speed reading.
Yeah.
So speed reading, I think many of you might have heard also, like
Yeah.
reading thousand words per minute. So fortunately, one of my dad's friend was a speed reading coach, and I did one of his workshops where he explained all the techniques for speed reading, which has actually helped me in reading too.
Mm.
And speed reading actually is pretty good because more than reading books, also whenever we read or like in our uh, laptops or in our phones or while studying, also it makes the work which you want to read achievable in like 2 minutes or 5 minutes, which used to take probably 15-20 minutes. So it actually saves a lot of time also, and it is also a skill which you can boast about also, because not many know about speed reading.
So
And
you mentioned it as a skill, so you have to, it gets better with practice, is it?
yeah, it gets better with practice. So first of all, if you start now, maybe average person reads like 100 to 115 words per minute. But when I used to, like, first time when I tried speed reading, I was like 200, 250. But it gets better with practice. The more you practice, the more your speed is, like, it gets better.
But the main question I would have with that is ki like, uh,
Yeah.
how can you retain the information properly?
Yeah,
Because of
so
course
that is
that
one of
also
the
plays a
biggest
part.
concerns which I had when I started. I
Yeah.
was like, इतना fast पढ़ेंगे तो याद कैसे रहेगा? But our eyes get, like, with this speed with which we have to read, it's a certain protocol which you have to follow. So our eyes get accustomed to the speed with which we read, and once our eyes get accustomed, it is necessary for the brain to take in that information at that speed and also retain it with that speed.
Hmm.
So once we read a line, पहले मेरे को भी लगता था, अरे यार इतना फास्ट पढ़ तो रहे, याद कैसे रहेगा? स्टार्टिंग के 1 week or 2 weeks, it, like, we can't retain a lot. But then as we read, as we get better, the uh, we pertain that, or we keep that information in store also, like it gets stored in our memory.
Okay, so it's all about practice, you're saying.
It's
So
all
just
about
force
practice.
yourself to read, like read as
Yeah.
fast as you can. Okay, I'll try that tonight. I'll try that
So
tonight.
first of all, at that time our brain thinks of, like, when you'll read it for the first time, you will think like, अरे कुछ याद नहीं हो रहा, फिर क्यों पढ़ूं, वेस्ट है ये, कुछ होता नहीं है टेक्निक वेक्निक. But then as you go on, as you keep on trying, you will feel like quitting. I did. I was like, normally पढ़ते ना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. I felt like quitting also, but the key over here is to keep on going. You will see miracles after 2 weeks. Sure, I can guarantee.
Shit, because I struggle with especially like nowadays also I'm barely reading like half an hour a day. So it's good that you told me this. I didn't even know about speed reading. Okay, I'll try it out tonight. And okay, now
And
but yeah, go ahead.
you can also try visualizing the stuff while you read.
Visualize
It also helps. Yeah.
visualization. It helps me more in like when I used to read fiction books, like non-fiction. Mein, like what do you visualize? Like, do you have an example? Oh,
You can relate it to your life if possible.
yeah, yeah. You're talking about from Can't Hurt Me, na? Where there's a whole,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So visualization, it's similar to, yeah, this. Okay. And okay, now I wanna ask you like, okay, so you both had self-improvement journeys. So what was the biggest challenge you faced, and then how did you overcome it? Biggest challenge, the hardest one that you have overcome also.
So basically, mm, I'm an introvert and I don't used to speak with like anyone. Rarely I would go in some conversations and take part in like debates and the stuff which used to take place in schools. And then now also I was not going to come, but then I said that if you have an opportunity, why should you give up on it? And yeah, I started like taking part in extracurricular activities, and slowly, drastically, like I'm I think I'm capable of doing this stuff.
Yeah, you're doing
And
good
right now,
only right
like
now.
yeah,
Awesome.
this, this is the first time I'm doing anything like this. I don't speak with anyone.
That's awesome, man. Look, I know there's a few, I have a few introverted friends myself. Like same, they have the same struggle as you. But like the only way to like improve, like you also know by now, is to put
Yeah,
yourself in these kind of
try.
situations, right? Stage fear, the stage fear is there. People are introverts. Some people are just shy. Some people are just too lazy to do it. The only way to feel better is to like just come out here and just start talking to people. Yeah, and Vedant, what was your big challenge?
Yeah. So I think one thing which you said right now, it's very true. Like for any introvert to get better, it is very important to socialize itself. So my biggest over challenge which I overcome would be that I used to get very angry. Like I used to get frustrated at even the smallest things. I used to abuse a lot. I used to get really agitated over things if they were not done my way. So as I said, I came across a course in 2018 which actually changed the course of my life. And that course, like I'll tell something about it in deep. So that course it taught about power of affirmations, if you might have heard, power of visualization, power of long-term visioning, like a vision boarding, where you write your visions, long-term visions, short-term visions on a sheet of paper, and you visualize about it every day. So that actually, apart from visualization, apart from power of affirmation and all, that course actually changed the way with which I think right now. So after that course, I used to, as I mentioned, I didn't even like I used to mention abuse, not even like once a month. Well, that's not an exact figure, but I like that course actually changed the attitude with which I used to think. I thought self improvement is मैं क्या पढ़ा है बाद में I'll do it in the 30s of my life, 35 of my life. But after that, I was more eager to gain more knowledge. I used to like spend almost 1.5 hour doing different types of courses. Yeah, so I thought कि क्या अभी पढ़ा, I'll do it in my 35s of my life, 30s of my life. But then after that, I wanted to try more things like writing with my non-dominant hand, trying to play some sport, like trying to excel in a sport with playing with my non-dominant hand. Like I play cricket, so I tried batting with my left hand. I'm still trying to get more better in it, or probably trying to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and setting a routine for 25 to 21 days and trying new things, like trying new quotes which are said by famous people, trying to implement them in whatever ways I can do it in my life. So that actually helped me a lot in my self improvement journey. And as I said, everyone is a journey of self improvement. I mean, who doesn't want to self improve? Even a person who wastes time, even he wants to self improve. But only the thing is
It's
that we
happening
are,
in the back of the mind, but it never comes out.
it never comes out.
Yep.
Some implement, some can't. So that's the main thing with improvisation.
Bro, and I wanted to ask you, like, this is like something I also face is कि okay, we've self improved. You said
Yeah.
कि ये क्या है, ये 30s में करूँगा, 40s में करूँगा, but we're doing it now. So and truth, if I say the truth, 99% of the people don't think like we do. Like, how do you deal
Yeah.
with that? How do you deal with still having good relationships with other people, or how do you deal with like relationships in general?
Okay. So I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I don't like
Be
to
honest.
emphasize. I don't like to be forced into some relationship. Like if one of my friend, just for the namesake, he's a friend, I wouldn't call him, and every day I would be like asking ki Arey, you didn't call me up and all. Who messages me or who is like nice to me and all, I just focus on those relationships. And I think more than emphasizing on the relation, like outside relations, it is very important that we build better relations within the family itself. In many cases, uh, like people of our age, they have fights at home, fights with family and all. They are like, I am going to leave the house and all. First of all, okay, there might be something to it, but the extent with which they are going, I will leave the house, abuse the parents and all, I mean, that's ridiculous, because your parents are the ones who are taking care of you. Not, you're not giving them money, they are giving you money to survive, or they are giving you nice education, they are giving you food, they are giving you shelter. So it's very important that we build up on the relations within our family first, then think of something else. Because at the end of the day, we all come to our house, and it's like, what's the use if you are in, interacting with 100 odd people outside, but you can't interact with 3 or 2 people at your home. So it's really important that we build upon that first. And second, uh, of course, a relationship, like, it's really important, because that what builds your network, and network is what you are. Because at the end of the day, network actually defines what we are. The people with whom you will be, it will show like what's your personality. So maybe I be with my like-minded people, that's why maybe I'm improving in a good way. Maybe if I'm not in a good group, maybe I won't improve. So it's really important that the relationship which we build, we should think upon, not every time as a long term, but yes, we should think like what would be the output of it. Like maybe for an example, I'm interacting with Shrey. uh, what would be the output? I get inspired like such people also do podcast, and such people are trying different things. In the long term, it is somewhere or the other inspiring me to get more better.
I loved your answer. It's too good.
Yeah, it was good.
Uh,
I agree with what you said about family, but there are some expectations, and then, like, not every time what you said goes in the right way. So then sometimes family also mm, doesn't help us the way we want them to help or support us. So then what should we do in that cases? Like if you have a very toxic relationship with your father.
Okay. So that question is for me.
yeah, go. If you
Yeah,
want to
both
answer,
anyone
like
can.
you answer first, then I'll go for.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, I think behind every toxicity, there is a very strong reason for it. Not only in your family, but also in your friend circle. So first of all, try to get the reason why your someone from the family is so toxic with you, or has a very bad attitude with you. Because especially your parents, I won't think that they 95% of the times, I won't think that your parents would ever like to harm you, or ever want anything which goes against you. So first of all, try to identify what's that reason. And if that is really strong, for example, like there's no good intention, I think you should discuss it with someone in your family whom you are close with.
What I would say, since you are a Goggins fan, like even you can't say that there was any positivity between his dad and him, but I think after he became older, after in his 30s, early 30s, he went back to his father. He's like, "What's up, Ki? Why were you this bad with us?" And it turned out Ki even he had a terrible past, and then just because he could get out of it, like it trickled down to uh, Goggins' family. So it depends, like, but again, as Vedant said, like you try to find the uh, what do you mean? Try to find
Strong
the
reason for.
yeah, try to find where it's coming from, and then look, it can improve or it can't improve. But as again, another thing, be accountable. Like, it may not be your fault ki like it may not be your fault ki your parents are like that, but you are definitely responsible in the situation. Okay, like how you, it's not it's easier said than done, of course, but like keep that in mind, and it's like it gets better with practice. That's all I'd say.
Yeah, I would say 95% of the time, I don't think any person's parent would want that person to be, going in a bad way. But of course, sometimes there is like that 5%, there might be something that there might be a really bad relationship. So just that key, try to, get bet, like try to spend some time with that person also. Even you'll get to know what was the real reason for it. So I'll just give a reference here. Like in Harry Potter, that Snape was there, but at the end of the movie, he got to know that he was actually good. He was actually being rude so that Harry could get more better. So maybe that could be one of the reasons. Of course, there is a total, like, this is just a reference. At all, there can be different cases too also, where like there can be different cases too also, but usually I'm saying that, okay, I don't think any one parent, like any one parents would want to be bad to his child also. So just that, try to spend some time and try to get the reason for it.
Right. And then, and then that positive energy, I don't know if you believe in it,
Yeah.
but like it definitely plays a role in my opinion. Like one day I'm happy, like my whole house is happy. It's kind of, and then one day I'm like in some serious mood, no one's talking to me, nothing's happening. It's like that. So it depends on one person only. Even if three are happy, one who's the opposite, everyone gets attracted to that. It's like that.
True.
True.
All right. So do you want to move on from what we're talking about?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay. So what are your plans for the future?
First of all, I'd say it in a very generic sense. As a futures person, I want to be really successful in whatever field I am, even if as a employee or even if it's as a CEO of a company. Just want to put my 100% into it, and also I would like to, have the proper knowledge of whatever I'm doing. Second, I would like to, be really good at some sport. Third, I would like to play some, like, it's very important in life that sometimes not only from a academic person, point of uh, life, or even as a career, it's really important that we have some other skills also, like probably playing guitar or drums or keys, or probably being good at some sport, or probably having like a good humor sense, that you're able to do stand-ups, or something of that sort, or anything like that. So I had three things in my mind. First, be a good athlete. Second, be able to play any one of the instruments, because at a generic sense it looks good also, but at a deeper value, it creates a better connect between your brain and your nerves, between those coordinations, because you're learning something new, and that also it improves your uh, music sense also. And third, I would also like to have a small YouTube channel, probably full time or half time, that's not sure as of now. But yes, I would like to have a channel where I'm able to spread some new knowledge, or probably I'm able to improve a person's life in some way or the other.
So then, basically, I want to be happy, whatever I will do, what I'm going to do, but I want to start a small business for myself as soon as I turn 18. I want to learn some kind of instrument, musical instrument, as you said, because like it creates some kind of harmony between you and your mind. And yeah, I play football, so I want to continue it. Want to play for some club or like tournament and big level. Yeah.
Good, that's good. Uh, mine is like similar only, but my problem is ki like I set my goals too high. I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing, but like my almost every day I experience disappointment. Ki shit, I could do this. Ki like shit, I'm not at this level yet. So uh, I, look,
Yeah.
so
You can.
I have like massive goals, like crazy goals, but and even if like it demands ki I work at a certain level. I work at max horsepower, and like if that doesn't happen, like it just ruins me. So I don't know if that's a defect in my brain or it's just something that will pay off in the future. So that's just
So
me.
I'll so I guess I like that's my personal thinking. It's not wrong to have goals set high, but it's important that we work towards it.
Yeah,
It's not that you
yeah,
just
right,
say
right, right.
it's just on the paper. If you're going or if you're achieving something daily, if you're doing something on for it on daily basis, then I don't think you're wrong in setting high goals. And also like whenever we have that disappointment ki, "Arey yaar, I was not able to do this today. Arey yaar, I was not able to achieve this much." So that's actually good in some way because we're expecting something from ourselves.
Yeah, so what you said was very good. I really liked it.
Yeah.
It hit me.
Like you would fail, but then you would end up learning something which would help
Yeah,
you
like
later.
but it's like too much disappointment. Yeah, like this COVID also, like there's certain things that I would be doing if this COVID wasn't there, and that also I'm not being able to do. So it really messes with me. Yeah,
But then you can think of the positive things. Like you won't start this podcast
yeah,
if COVID wasn't there.
yeah.
So yeah, if the like disappointment like it is in a good way, then I don't think it's a problem. Like, see, for a person who games and PUBG gets banned, even that's a disappointment for that person. And like, for example, you're trying to achieve something. For example, you're trying to work out and you're not able to do a certain amount of reps. Even that's a disappointment.
Bro,
But yeah,
that is my biggest. Like since last year, I've been trying to gain weight. Every time I get injured. This happens. Like recent, I just recovered from a 3 month injury where I couldn't work out.
mhm.
And and then my digestive system gets messed up. Everything. It's horrible. It's horrible. But like that's how it is, you know. Like every time I'm like, okay, ये हो गया, next time नहीं होगा, and it doesn't happen also. But something new comes. I'm like, bro,
Mhm.
these guys are like, and then that comparison thing happens. Ki like, oh, these guys are able to do it. Oh, no problem. They didn't face this. They didn't get this injury. Uh, it's, but still, I'm still in the fight. So that's a positive thing.
Yeah, that's great. This is a case that like if we avoid comparing with others, like if I compare probably with someone who goes to the gym and he is getting more gains than me, then I will be disappointed. But the situations are different there, and the things which he's doing is different than the things which I'm doing.
Right. Awesome. So now I'm out of questions to ask you guys. So is there something you want to ask me or something some last words you want to talk about? Some last things you want to talk about? Or just to ask
If you have
something
any,
to each other?
if you have any questions, Om,
Like, no, I don't have anything.
so I was always amused by the topics which you choose and the continuity which you maintain in YouTube. So, like, if is that your main priority right now, or you're just doing it like for passion?
My priorities keep switching, so I didn't want to disclose this here right now. But right,
Okay.
I'm working on starting a business. So beach mein I was quite occupied in that. So like I had a 1 week gap or something. So of course my priority is to become successful, obviously. So whatever that entails. Firstly, look, my exams are over, so I have time.
Mm.
I'm able to make YouTube videos. Like if I'm not uploading someday, it's either because I was occupied doing something or I got lazy. So that's the two things. So, and YouTube is like, I don't want to do it long term because long meaning I don't want it to be my main source of income, or like, you know, I don't want to be known as a YouTuber. So do something in the offline world also, and then translate that to some lessons for your followers online. That's what I want to do.
So, like, I was really awestruck when you said that you wanted to start a business. So, if you are comfortable, which type?
Oh
Like,
man,
what?
I'll tell you what industry. I'll tell you privately later, but over here I'll just
Yeah,
tell you.
sure.
It's gonna be in the real estate industry.
Okay. And I saw one of these videos of your stocks one. I think that was the last video after which you went offline for a long time.
Yeah.
So, any update on that? Because that topic actually I was fascinated, and especially like a 16-year-old do like make a video on that topic. Seriously amazing. So, any update on it? Because I didn't see it.
It didn't, like, I was doing my research, but you, as you said, long break. I had my exams. I know it's an excuse only. Exams, then I went holiday somewhere.
Okay.
So like over there, I was doing something. I was still researching, doing my research. But then I never bought the stock. I never bought anything. But I kept educating myself, so that's a good thing. But
Right.
now, like so, as I was saying, like, if this COVID thing wasn't there, like, the business I'm talking about, we would already be like started. We'd be out there. So that was the thing I was excited about, yeah. But that's not happening.
Oh, you said so like we are going to start it with your family.
Even I was going to ask who
yeah.
are the way.
So I'm revealing too much, yeah. Yeah, I have two guys with me.
Okay.
Like, does your family know what you're doing, like
Yeah,
the YouTube videos?
Yeah, they know about my channel. It was a bit of a problem in the start, not gonna lie. then now it's all right.
I also had a question. How did you contact all those people whom you had in your podcast of the Business Boom series, I guess?
That was I think the
If
only
I'm not
person I contacted like upfront was Indranil Chitle. I messaged him on LinkedIn, and he got back to me, and he we got on a call, and then we scheduled a interview. But all the others were just mutual. So I did with Milind Mehta. I'm like, Milind, can you maybe give me 2-3 more guys I could do it with? So he gave your dad, and he gave Kalpak Bhandari, and then another. So a few of my friends' dads, I knew what they were doing, and also I asked them, like, bro, can you ask your dad if he wants to do this? So they came in, and then I asked them, like, can you give me some more guys? So it's just about asking. I wasn't afraid to ask, so I got the result.
And also of your, I think you're not afraid to ask people. It was strongly portrayed in your AskPune series.
Yeah, I was just
where
having
you
fun.
went to ask randomly people, why do you like to work out? Why do you like to come at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, so I'll tell you a few about the behind the scenes, the stuff you don't see. I'll tell you, like, only 50% of the people agree to it. The rest are like, nahi, nikal.
नहीं करने का
Yeah.
YouTube पे गए फिर नहीं करने
Yeah, there was this girl that we were asking. Okay, we were on that hill. We're like, oh, do you wanna do it? I'm like, do you wanna do it? She's like, nahi. And then she's like, I have to go home. I have to be somewhere. And then literally half an hour later, she's literally coming back from the same place. I'm like, you didn't go home? And then she's like, nahi. I'm giving you a last chance. Do you wanna be in our show? And then she's like, nahi. It was super funny. And like these rejections, when I resume AskPune again, I want to show a bit of these behind the scenes also.
And I also had one of these questions. How do you tackle people who say ki, "Arey, you are too 15. Why do you like? Why would we listen to you?" Because in my field also. So I make videos related to the current topics or the current affairs. And there's one of this big guy called Dhruv Rathi. I think almost everyone
Ah,
might have heard his name. So the topics which I make videos on and the topics which he makes, they are like kind of related. So if given on a preference scale, person would prefer to listen to Dhruv Rathi more than me because he is more educated, more experienced, and is more in age from me. So how do you tackle that? Do you actually face that issue also? Because I think in self-improvement also there are
yeah.
hundreds of YouTubers who might be more big in name or big in age.
I think I get that, but not as upfront as it used to be when I started my channel. When I started my channel, it was like 90% hate, and now it's 90% love. I think when once people realize ki you're not messing around, you're not here for time pass, you're not here to bullshit anyone. And also like, okay, I'm 15 and I'm doing this. So what? At least I'm doing something. What are you doing?
Wow.
At least I'm doing something. So that something also plays a role. And I just I just focus on myself. And the main thing is
Really
like,
amazing, yeah.
yeah, and the main thing is like, whatever hate you get now, if you go any video, any hate comment that I've gotten, I've hearted it, I've liked it, and I've replied to it ki thanks for this. Every single one. You go back to the first few videos that I put out, man, it was crazy. Every single video, though every single comment, hearted. Because why? Because I kind of showed this in one of my videos. Ki like, what happens is ki I get mad at them. Okay, I'm like, okay, you're a piece of shit for saying this to me, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. What just happened? Okay, he motivated me to get after my goals. Thank him for it. That's the kind of
Wow.
attitude I.
And it really
take on.
gets better when you bounce back on it, or
Yeah.
when you work on it.
Yeah. It feels
Wow.
damn good. So like criticism, when it comes from the right place, right person, it's good only. But
Yeah,
you need to
especially if it's
identify
a-
what kind of criticism it is. Is it from a garbage person, or is it someone like
Constructive
is it constructive? What point are you in your self-improvement journeys? Are you facing any challenges, like even to this day? Like, did you face any challenges today where you procrastinated
would you like to
or
go
did any of
first?
that? No, this is a question
Yeah,
for Om
yeah,
only.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah. I do face a lot of challenges. Like the biggest challenge right now is COVID.
Okay.
For everyone, like it is the biggest one. I'm not able to move out of my home because my parents are letting me go anywhere. So I used to run for 5 to 6 kilometers daily. So then I stopped that, and then now I'm getting I'm gaining belly weight, and I'm getting out of shape. And yeah, this
You could still do like what I do is, even I haven't been able to do my workouts, but I just
yeah, I do home workout.
Yeah.
Started skipping.
yeah. Skipping is good. Skipping is there. You got push-ups. Do 100 push-ups every day. That is the best. That's my favorite. Push-ups,
Yeah,
like try to learn the handstand. That's what I'm doing. Try to do all these different exercises that are pretty hard. Train for them. It's still like, I know, like bahar jaake running, you won't find a substitute for running at home. But like another thing, like I learned in my self-improvement journey is ki whenever like something like this comes, this challenges, so there's two things. You're like always crying about ki, Arey, I can't do this. But then I switch my attitude ki, look, I can't do this. Don't think about what you can't do. Think about what you can do. So that also helped me quite a bit.
There's a YouTuber called Mike Shake. Just check out his channel. So he makes videos on skills which you could learn. So he recently made a video about
Yeah, speed reading.
speed reading.
Okay.
So he includes like of course, like it's very effective. It's, I could say that 85% you could learn speed reading from it, all the basic level. Then he teaches how to do handstand, how to do a 550-degree kick, how to learn nunchaku.
Yeah.
He's amazing, and actually
Yeah,
that could help in the physical part of the self-improvisation journey, like trying new
yeah.
skills
Basically,
somewhere
he
or the
like
other, because somewhere or the other it builds better coordination between your brain, and that's the main thing. Be more focused, be more uh, active subconsciously. So just check out his channel, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
learn like
he
And
like
okay, go ahead.
practices. He like
sorry.
he wants to master like every single kind of skill available. Like
Yeah,
if he can
so
try.
you know about
Yeah,
him, kya Om?
yeah. I
Yeah,
watched him.
Man,
he's
I have to
amazing.
Like he's
watch him.
super good. Like the speed reading one, that it's pretty good. You can like try it.
So I came
And
across that speed reading like after 4 months I had done my speed, like I started speed reading, but
yeah,
it covers like 85% of it, and 85% of it, and it's amazing. Like not only speed reading, but all other videos are amazing. Like you get to learn something new, and always you crave to learn that skill also. Like handstand, I wanted to do once. I wanted to do a backward flip, and a normal flip. Though I'm still learning because I'm not able to find the right surface for it. But हमेशा से like you feel कि I want to learn
Okay,
this.
do you all want to learn this handstand and a backflip?
Ah,
Om, do you want to
yeah,
learn this?
I even want to learn
yeah.
keep up.
Okay, look.
Kick
So
up.
look. How about this? We get how many months? 1 or 2 to learn this. We
I
see
guess let's
we
do
see
it
who
with
can do
5.
it. 5 months is too much. Yeah. Handstand doesn't take 5 months.
अच्छा 5 नहीं 5 months नहीं. I thought we'll include 5 people like that. Okay.
No, just
2
between
months.
us three.
Right.
2 months.
3 months. 2-3 months. I'm not sure. Let's
Not 2-3 months. Either 2 or 3.
for this
Handstand and a
handstand.
backflip, or just handstand.
Handstand, I think let's do it 2 months.
And it counts if you do 10 second ka hold, that counts as you achieved it.
Yeah.
Done kya?
So today's
Om done
4th
kya?
May.
Yeah,
So
done.
I guess 10th April.
10th April. Yeah, fine. No.
Chalo.
10th. Wait,
April?
what?
Today's
April?
4th April.
4th April.
4th May.
Sorry, today's 4th May. So 10th July.
10th July.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys have 5 more minutes? Like I have one last important question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I want to talk about consistency. How do you stay consistent?
Just keep doing. Perseverance.
Okay. Your answer is straightforward. Perseverance.
Yeah.
Okay. Vedant, do you have something to add?
Answer is really straightforward, but I had some different struggles with it, because at the end of the day, everything revolves around consistency. Whether it is studies, whether it is self-improving, whether it is YouTube or anything, consistency is the key. It's like, as said, easier said than done. So I had issues with consistency a lot lately. Like all of these self-improvisation, meditation, workout, and trying new things. At the end of the day, sometimes I used to get bored. And I think it's the case with many too. So what I do is try to, be motivated all times. And motivation also lasts for like probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So it's really important that we watch quality videos, quality motivational videos, quality books, be with quality people who inspire us to do more better things. Like for example, reading Can't Hurt Me by Phil Goggins, or reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. It like somewhere or the other it inspires you, be huge, be successful. Or watching Shrey's videos, or watching some other YouTubers videos where it provokes you to be more better. Sometimes arey yaar, he is doing so much, so even I should do something. So you should always have that motivation check. You should always be full on it, and when you don't, then maybe recharge yourself with it. And also it's really important that we have the will to do it first of all. If we don't have the will, then it's no use of doing. Like for example, doing a handstand, you were able to find a like-minded people because we had the will to do it. But if you don't have, and if I'm just doing it under peer pressure, then I don't think it makes sense. It's really important that we have that desire or the will to achieve that thing.
Like what you said about the books, like I resonated with it. Whenever I'm reading books, like if I'm reading a solid book, all that time that book, what I read is like in my mind, shit, that this guy said that about me. And the moment I stop, the moment that book gets over, and the gap between till I buy the next book is the most horrible time, because you have nothing to. There's no See, the problem, there's a defect in the brain where जो काम का चीज रहता है वो it cannot remember. So whenever something gets hard, that demon comes up in your mind. You're like, yo, what's up? So yeah.
And also I feel
keep reading.
Competition somewhere or the other is important for consistency. I feel, my personal point, because I'll tell with this example. So for example, I like to play cricket, and there are thousands of people who are better than me. So for me to be consistent, there's a competition factor. Arey yaar, he bowls better than me. Arey yaar, he bats better than me. Arey yaar, he feels better than me. And if I want to compete with that person, if I want to be more better than compared to that person, then it's important. Like consistency is there also, because you feel like अरे मेरे को तो इसको हराना है, तो I'll have to go today. अरे मेरे को इसको हराना है, मेरा पैर दुख रहा है, but I'll have to go today. So somewhere or the other, I feel even that's important.
I'm yet to face that because I've been homeschooling, so I have literally no competition. I was like, since the last few months, like I'm like begging for competition, and like I'll get it. I'll get it soon enough. So yeah, that's it. Like I had an awesome talk with you guys. Like get to know each other.
It was amazing.
To state it better, we can also say healthy competition.
Right.
Yeah, healthy competition.
Healthy, not ki like I'm gonna kill you competition.
Yeah.
That is
healthy
bad.
Competition,
That's
right?
Yeah. So yeah, this Vedant, I didn't know you much. Okay, I know more about you. Om, I didn't know nothing about you. Now I know more about you. It's amazing. So I picked you both only because you didn't have someone to bring. Vedant, Om didn't have someone to bring. I'm like, okay, these two guys are into self-improvement. Let's talk about this, and it turned out good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was. So I used to talk with Shrey over phone or over text, but for the first time, I was able to, talk in one-to-one, like over a video conference.
Yeah, me too.